other people's opinions just don't impact you, you probably have some kind of psychological issue. The point wasn't to bang 50 girls in a row.
Let's begin now.
You know, today, I just woke up, I
Like
said,
this.
good day, and I ain't fit to worry about what nobody say.
Okay, what's up guys, how's it going? I'm Dax, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to help you with the haters and understand why you can't be hated on if you know what you're aiming for. Are you trying to make a podcast? Are you trying to become famous? Are you trying to become a footballer? Are you trying to become whatever you're trying to aim for? You can't be hated on in relation to your goal. You can only be hated on in relation to your progress. Let's say you want to start a business and after 5 years, people are like, bro, you're not going to be a businessman. You're wasting your time. After 3 years, 2 years, whatever, it's not going to work out. You're wasting your time. You're terrible at this. None of that is even constructive. So that's how you know it's hate. If it's constructive advice is helpful advice. For me, making my videos, I've had people say, you need to try and work on your lighting. Blah, 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 try this, try this. That's constructive, that's not hating. If people say, bro, you have 80 subs, what are you doing? They can't hate on my goal. Even if my goal is to have 1 million subscribers, you can't hate on my goal just because I haven't reached it. You can hate on my progress. Maybe it's taking me a long time. Cool. But you can't hate on my goal because I haven't decided to stop yet. So people can't even hate on you because they don't know what you're aiming for. I've had people tell me to stop making Instagram videos because they don't get a lot of views. But you're assuming that, okay, let's say my goal was to get a lot of views. Okay, at the moment I am failing, but I haven't failed until I stop. I haven't failed until I decide, like, my goal might have been to get 10 views. That might be a lot for me. So for someone to hate on it, for you, it just can't make sense. If you're an artist and someone says, oh, your art is terrible, obviously that's gonna be painful, obviously that's gonna hurt. But they don't even know what you're aiming for. They can only hate on your progress. Is this your final art piece where you're ending your art career? No, you have years ahead of you where you're trying to improve. So they can't hate on your end goal. This person doesn't even know what you're aiming at. Your goal might only be to create 100 pieces of artwork so that you can decorate your house and you're just sharing it on social media. So if someone says this is terrible, they don't even know what the point is. They just know that they don't like it. So hating on progress doesn't even make sense. At some point, Biggie was only rapping to himself in the mirror in his room. At some point, Ed Sheeran maybe only sang for his family and friends. At some point, Michael Jordan could only make some 3-point shots. So imagine hating on Michael Jordan when he's 16 and he's missing a lot. Like, bro, just stop. What are you doing? You can't even hit 3 points. They're not hating on the goal. They're hating on the progress. And the progress is irrelevant to them. Because if you're trying to become successful in something and you have your own goal that other people have no idea about, it doesn't even make sense that they're involved at all. They might have known they weren't yet successful, but in their mind they believed they were going to be. So what is your actual goal? People aren't hating on the goal. Even if your goal is to get a job. I want to be a millionaire, so fraying bad. Sorry. If your goal, actually, well, that makes sense. If your goal is to be a millionaire, but you only earn a measly $500,000 a year, have you failed? Who's laughing at you for making $500,000 a year? If your goal was to lose 30 kilos, but you only lost 15, are you now a failure? You have to change your relationship with failure. One personal for me, I might have to edit this out the video, but if you want to become a sociable person, if you want to learn how to talk to girls, are you a failure when the first 50 girls reject you? No, the point wasn't to bang 50 girls in a row. The point was to become someone who's sociable. The point was to become someone who is comfortable and able to talk to girls. So what about that is failure? People can only hate on the progress. They hate on part of the result. They hate on like a result. They're not even hate. they're not even hating on the result, they're hating on a step along the way. It's like, okay, first I have to be able to be courageous enough to talk to a girl. Now I have to learn how to make the conversation interesting. So now people might hate, be like, oh, this girl just walked off when you said hi. Oh, she walked off when you said hi. It's like, you're hating on a step. You're not hating on the result or the goal. Not even the progress that I've made over the whole process. But how people perceive you is huge. If other people's opinions just don't impact you, you probably have some kind of psychological issue. When people say they don't care what people think, they just mean they try to behave and act in a way where what people have said doesn't impact them, doesn't significantly impact them. If someone says, I hate you every single day, it is going to impact you. How significantly and how strong you are to be able to deal with it is the variable. And that's something that you can work on. But to say, I just don't care about what anyone says, it's a little bit far-fetched. And to do with failure, you can't keep being afraid of failure in the future. It's going to be detrimental for you. Being afraid of what people think is going to be detrimental for you. It's going to stop you from doing things that you could actually do. Imagine if you were in the park by yourself, trying to learn how to shoot 3-point shots. I don't know why I always choose basketball. Let's make it UK. Imagine you were in the park trying to do crossbar challenge by yourself. You'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I missed. Try again. I missed. Try again. Now imagine that there's 500 people around the football pitch watching you practice. That's gonna make you nervous. And even if you missed the first time and everyone said, oh, you might as well just quit, you're never gonna hit the crossbar. But your goal isn't just to hit the crossbar one time. Your goal is to become more accurate. Your goal is to develop a skill. So what people are saying is nothing to do with your goal. And even if it is to just hit the crossbar one time, you stopping because of what they said is not conducive to your goals. So it's pointless listening to what they say. Unless it's constructive, it's just not helpful. And I will say this as a caveat. If the crowd is shouting encouragement, that is going to feel incredible. Of course, people care about what people think. It has to, we have to. But if you can get to a place where it doesn't stop you from taking action, then that's going to be key for you. So if you are doing something, if you are in a place where what you're doing isn't normal, what you're doing isn't accepted, that's tough. But you know what you're aiming for, and hopefully it's a good goal. Hopefully it's a positive goal. Hopefully it's not a harmful goal to you or anyone else. So, I encourage you, continue and keep going. That's about it.
But before you leave, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel. In the description, got all my social media. Follow me, like me, add me, check out my blog if you prefer reading stuff. Check out some of my other videos because I know they will help you. Share them with other people because I know they will help them. If you want to work with me, just have a chat or ask a question, leave a comment or send me a message. I'll always respond. And except for that, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one.